Jesus, that's the baby, y'all.
Hey, what's going on, my good people? We back. And in this video right here, we're going to touch on a couple things, but most importantly, I wanted to discuss the preliminary autopsy results. Now, we all know that Braylen was found September the 9th on Wednesday. He went missing on the 4th. So, again, in this video right here, we're going to discuss the condition of his body. So, if you ain't got the stomach for it, you don't want to hear it, you might as well go ahead and exit the building right now, because that's what we about to get into. So, come on, ride with me. Now, we all know that Braylen Noble was found on September the 9th. And on September the 10th, coroner Cynthia Beiser, she came out and told us this. She said that the autopsy on Braylen Noble showed no anatomic cause of death and no gross evidence of trauma. And in my mind, what that told me was he didn't take no falls. He didn't fall out no window. He didn't fall into the pool area, none of that. And it didn't match the story that was put out here to the media. However, they did say that they was not ruling out drowning as the cause of death. But further studies and investigation was needed before they could make a final ruling. Okay? And again, all this told me was this went against the story that Dejanay Cox told us. Now, in recent days, they came out and gave us more information. Look at what they told us. This says, a report compiled by an investigator with the coroner's office states Braylen was found floating face down in the deep end of the partially filled pool. The pool, which is surrounded by fencing with a locked gate, had been searched by officials twice before with no evidence being found. Photos of the pool showed murky water that obscured the toddler's body. Braylen was found wearing a black t-shirt and a diaper, and his body showed very little signs of decomposition, according to the investigator's report. So, a couple things bothered me about this. Now, we knew, okay, yeah, they found him in a pool, but we also know that he wasn't there prior to the 9th. He wasn't there. They searched the pool twice, and he wasn't there. Now, all of a sudden, he's there, okay? And it said that he showed very little signs of decomposition. But another thing that stood out to me was the fact that they said Braylen was found wearing a black t-shirt and a diaper. And that took me back to the 911 call. So, listen to this.
Um, what's their last name? Noble. Noble. Oh, God.
Okay, what was he wearing?
He had on his pull-up. And, was that the orange shirt? I don't even know what shirt he had on. What color was the shirt? T-shirt with the orange at the bottom? Or was it the gray one? You changed it out, but I don't remember what shirt you put on him.
Yeah, this bothered me because Grandma Bobby couldn't tell us what he was last wearing. Now, during this 911 call, we heard Dejanay in the background. She had to correct Grandma on the address. She had to give Grandma the last name. But when Grandma got to asking about what he was last wearing, I ain't hear Dejanay say shit. Did y'all? I mean, did she not know what he was wearing? She was the last one with him. She didn't tell Grandma nothing. She left Grandma guessing. Okay? And then in this report, the investigators had to tell us what he was wearing. He was wearing a black t-shirt and a diaper. They went on to tell us that the preliminary autopsy report notes the presence of vascular marbling, an early sign of decomposition, Dr. Beiser said, on the child's face, neck, and upper chest. Braylen, who was autistic and nonverbal, was well nourished and showed no signs of injury. And I was like, no signs of injury, but he fell out the window? Okay, yeah, we knew that. But then, regardless of what we think of Dejanay, they said he was well nourished. So he was eating, for sure. But one of the things that I keyed in on was the fact that there was presence of vascular marbling, which is an early sign of decomposition. So, y'all know me. I wanted to know what's vascular marbling. So, let's look at what it is. Marbling is a stage in decomposition that happens because the subcutaneous blood vessel patterns become visible as the body decomposes. It is caused because bacteria in the decomposing body create hydrogen sulfide, which mixes with hemoglobin. It also says that during this stage of decomposition, that the skin may exhibit a certain color change, taking on a marbled appearance due to the transformation of hemoglobin in the blood into other pigments. And it's at that point where the odor of a decomposing body becomes noticeable. So at this point, the body is beginning to smell, okay? Now, these are the stages of decomposition, and within 2 days, which is the initial decay, it says the body goes through livor mortis, discoloration in the face, marbling of the skin, and cell death. And this picture right here on the right shows what it looks like when the body takes on that marbling appearance. And what I also found was that um, this can occur within 2 to 6 days. And you have to understand that Braylen was found on the 6th day. So is that why he was dumped? He began to smell. Because again, he wasn't in that pool before the 9th. So it makes you wonder why they dumped him at that time. Okay? But let's look at something else, because another thing that bothered me was the fact that the police had the dogs out there and they couldn't find him.
Canine not finding scent. There were canines here the last 2 days, Dana. On Friday they had canines that were looking for a live person, and then on Saturday they had both the same type of canine and those that were searching for a cadaver or someone that was passed. I did not see any canines today on Sunday. I'm sure if as the search continues into this, into tomorrow, we will see more canines come out. That includes from authority and also some private people that were coming with their canines, trained canines to help.
Did y'all hear what he just said? He said that on Friday, September the 4th, during the police's initial search, they brought out the canines, scent tracking dogs. And that's why they need, like pieces of clothing, so the dogs could try to track the scent to find this baby. Now, I know it was rumored that Dejanay didn't want to give up no clothes and asked if they had a search warrant. I still haven't found out whether or not that's true or false. But I do know that she went on to take a picture right here, holding up his clothes, basically calling for the dogs, like help her find her baby. Okay? But most importantly about what he said was that on Saturday, September the 5th, when they found that bloody blanket, when they found that hole in the woods, not only did they have the scent tracking dogs, they brought out cadaver dogs. Cadaver dogs are used to find human remains. So on Friday, what that told me was, on Friday, they was looking for a baby that may be alive, but on Saturday, they was looking for a baby that may be dead. Simple. Simple. It makes you wonder why they brought out the cadaver dogs so early on in the search. You know what I mean? And it may explain why Dejanay and Grandma Bobby needed multiple polygraph tests. Multiple, meaning more than one. Just like we think she lying, they thought she was lying. And early on, they knew they was looking for a dead baby. Dejanay got some explaining to do, you know? But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. I'm going to meet y'all in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. I'll be back.
So make the news, nigga, and watch what happens. If you make it over here on this channel, nigga, we on your ass. Okay.